to the NJIS community, to our parents' address on the 8th of October 2020. Okay, a few points to go through today before we enter the midterm break. First one is the map results overview. Now, as you know, we created an NJIS vision and mission together last school year, and it continues to be our guiding document, our guiding words for our school and for every program that we implement as a school. Core of that school vision is academic excellence. That's really the center of everything we do, and it needs to be at the heart of the decisions that we make. When we look at the map results from a whole school perspective, there's two things that we're really looking for. We're looking for achievement, which is how our students compare to their peer students from the global map testing community, and we're looking for growth, how our students have grown over the testing period compared to global norms and compared to our expectations. But both of those tie into this core concept of academic excellence. Based on this first round of map tests this year, we have seen some really wonderful trends emerging. Firstly, our PYP math students are on average in the 97th percentile. That means they're performing better than 97% of their peers. Our MYP 12 math students are on average in the 74th percentile, and they're growing by a faster rate than the average expectation. That means that we can expect that percentile to increase at the next point that we test. Overall, across our school, our students' reading level is at the 74th percentile on average. So it's worth bearing in mind that our data is comparing our students to a majority of schools based in the US. So this is quite an achievement because they're being compared to a majority native speaker level of English. Our science students are performing very well. The school-wide average is at the 70th percentile as well. And on average in all subjects, the two levels of our school, PYP and MYP, are performing above the 50th percentile in growth in every subject. What that means is that despite the fact that achievement is already high, we can expect to see it growing to even higher levels because our students are growing at above average speeds. And that's exactly what we're looking for. We want our students to be at a situation where they are already performing high, but they are also growing at an above average rate. I can't overestimate just how exciting this data is. We're starting, I think, to see the fruit of the changes that we've been making. We've been making a lot of changes in terms of curriculum, in terms of teaching methodologies, in terms of training, and the trial implementation, of course, of the IB programs. We have a lot more work to do, of course, but it's always a satisfying moment to see increased achievement towards our goal of academic excellence. I'd also like to say a huge thank you, a shout out to Miss Regina, our STEM teacher, our relatively new STEM teacher, for her wonderful efforts in making this round of testing a success. These were home tests, and I know that they were very difficult, and a huge shout out also to you, the parents, for making this a successful round of testing. Okay, next item is, it's about tomorrow. Tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. we have our assembly, our whole school assembly, and please do join that. It's also the last day of school of quarter one. So school will return on Monday the 19th of October. I really hope, and we all hope, that you have a great break, and we encourage you to spend some time at the beginning of this midterm break to set some agreements for the break on the use of technology. Our kids have been sitting in front of screens really for the last 2 months solid, on a day-to-day basis, perhaps in their room looking at screens. So I think it's a wonderful moment to maybe create a family tech agreement, set some clear boundaries for how long everyone should be spending on their devices each day, and that means us adults too, and then putting in some alternatives that your kids can perhaps suggest, these alternatives for your family, which might include some sports, some hiking, board games, some fitness challenges, books that they want to read, comics that they want to read, maybe even making a documentary, making a film, or even being of service in the community. Finding some sort of hands-on outdoor activities to really maximize the benefit of this break that's coming up. I think will be wonderful for both their physical and their social and emotional health at this time. We also will be coming up to our parent-teacher conferences. Our parent-teacher conferences will be held on Friday, the 23rd of October 2020. Please note that there will be no classes on this day. So parent-teacher conferences, as always, the only difference is that they're virtual using Zoom. Make sure you have Zoom installed instead of face-to-face as they would normally be. This is a great opportunity for you to ask about your child's progress in their academic learning, the progress that they're making in terms of their character development, which is what we call the learner profile in the IB, and the progress that they are making in their learning skills, which is what we call the approaches to learning in the IB as well. To book a slot on the parent-teacher conference, please follow the link that we have shared in the email and write your child's name and their grade level into the time slot that you would like to take. And then on the day of the conference, you will just need to follow the link at the top of the sheet to enter the room at the appropriate time. Here is a short video explaining exactly how to enter your name in the parent-teacher conference sheet and how to attend a conference on the 23rd of October. Okay, so this is just a quick guide to the parent-teacher conference booking sheet for 23rd of October 2020. So, as example, let's say that you have a student in grade 2 and your son's name is Bobby. Okay, so you'll have a look at the times that are available. Let's say you're available at 8:40 to start talking to Bobby's teachers. You will click into the correct column here and you will type the name Bobby, and you'll also mention the class, which is PYP2. There you go, that's in there. Now you will also want to perhaps meet the Miss Regina, the STEM teacher. So you will also write in here, or you can copy and paste Bobby PYP2. You might also want to speak to Mr. Kamal as the Bahasa Indonesia teacher. So you will write Bobby's name in there. You might also want to speak to Miss Anne. You might even just Control-C to copy, Control-V to paste in to all the classes you would like to attend. Maybe Bobby also has some ESL time with Miss Kate. You might also want to include Miss Kate in there. Likewise, if your child is in the MYP to grade 12 classes, you would book the appropriate times in the slots here that you want to attend. So that's really the booking system. At the end of each day, Miss Yuri is going to lock those cells. So at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to move them anymore. So if you need to move, if you change your mind and you decide, oh, actually, I want to see Mr. Chris at 8:20, then you would need to contact Miss Yuri and have her move that for you, because we'll be locking these in to avoid people accidentally moving each other's periods on the parent-teacher conference schedule. Okay, so let's imagine now, fast forward, it is now October the 23rd, and it's time for your parent-teacher conferences. You look at your watch, you find out it's 8:40, and it's very straightforward. All you need to do is go to the teacher's name at the top and click to follow the link. This should bring you straight into the Zoom room, of course, making sure that you already have Zoom installed on the device that you're using. This should take you straight into the Zoom room, and it will probably put you into Mr. Chris's waiting room, and he will let you in on time at 8:40. It's very important, of course, that you that when we're attending these parent-teacher conferences that we also follow the schedule. We don't arrive late because the teachers will have another parent probably coming after you, so they are unlikely to be able to give you the extra time on there. Okay, so that is the process for both booking and attending the parent-teacher conferences. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to email me or Miss Yuri. Thank you. Okay, you will notice also that my name is on there. If anyone would like to book some time to have a chat with me, please do so. And finally, the NJIS Minecraft server, the sort of the server on which our students are designing their perfect imaginary school, that server will be open again on Friday, October the 9th, from 5 until 7 p.m. You can click on the link in the email for more information, and I'd just also like to say a huge thank you to Mr. Dan for creating this exciting opportunity for our students. Okay, that's all for our third ever video address to parents. Again, as usual, if you have any comments, please drop a comment in the YouTube channel below, and I really hope to see you at tomorrow's assembly, and I hope that you have a wonderful, relaxing, enjoyable midterm break. We look forward to seeing you back in quarter 2. Thanks ever so much.